If I was bitches, I'd hate me a lot. Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood.
Guys, it's another episode of Jael in the Matrix. I believe this is episode 12. I hope that you guys caught my story times, escaping the narcissistic cult, and also the woman that talked or spread a lie that I slept with a man and ended up exposing herself, as pick-me's always do. This specific video is going to be about narcissism in safe spaces and how cults happen on an individual level. So cult is actually a word that I feel like I was first to use on Twitter. Look, as an Aquarius, I gotta keep score, and I'm actually gonna show you guys some of the tweets. But when the narcissistic cult, did what they did to me, didn't understand spiritual laws, thought they were gonna pretty much run off with my clout, were not even aware of how many people I brought along from my college, the followers that I brought along. They weren't even aware of how many Black Americans had already known me prior. And this is why I say a lot of narcissistic people are causing themselves to be seen in broad daylight, but they don't think that people notice the patterns. Now, sometimes people will just pretend not to notice the patterns because they want to fit in, they want the validation so much. But I keep on telling people this is not the age of Pisces anymore. So a lot of things are not necessarily just going unnoticed, especially if you are an observant person and an empath. Please do not feel like you are off because you observe things that other people do not observe. I am telling you that actually, like I said in the video, that will actually cause you to be a target. But anyway, people think that cult dynamics are like organized and that they're just groups of people, or that they start off like that. They act as though just a big ass group of people and all of a sudden they're a cult. No, cults happen on an individual basis. Like quite literally, there are people from different groups that I align with and that I deal with, but it is based on, I'm gonna be real, it's based on their ability to kind of see past the surface. I'm not one of those people that, oh yeah, you're a part of my lineage, so I'm just gonna accept anything you do. It was never that, it was never that for me. Community was never that important for me to sidestep people's moral character. Now, for some people, that's fine until they find themselves in the same whirlwind that they try to put others through. And this is where we get to the cult narrative. So after that cult did what they did to me, I notably called them a cult. Y'all, in 2 years, everybody on that app was calling them a cult and running them down. I keep telling y'all, chosen one, empaths, righteous people, you are protected in ways that you do not understand. Yeah, after that narcissistic cult, I leveled up in a major way. I did. And this is why I think that on a spiritual level, God is kind of giving you these people to get you up, wake you up, get you back on your purpose, and start to kind of realize who you are. A cult begins with the individual mindset of wanting to seek power, control, and admiration that you don't naturally get. This is why I say when it comes to people that are narcissistic, they're going to hate the natural attention that you get and the fact that you're able to give people real constructive criticism based on, hey, this is what I've overcome and this is what you can overcome too. See, they don't like people that are able to point people back to themselves, back to the inner work, because they want for people to focus more so on them. They're not trying to create long-term solutions. A lot of time narcissists will sit up on either podcasts, TV shows, they'll talk about politics all day, they'll talk about other people, they'll talk about things like celebrity culture, they talk about a lot of concepts, but it doesn't really come back to them doing the inner work. And I want you guys to start noticing that difference. In this specific age, what are people teaching you if they're not teaching you what they've overcome and where they can go? This is why a lot of narcissistic people do not like the empath, the genuine person, the chosen one, because what they don't realize is because we've already had to go through life and deal with people like them, that is what quite literally leveled us up, and these people never get it. It goes right over their head, right? They would make up lies. I had this one guy that I notably was probably down low from all of the spaces that he would do just on LGBT, which that's no shade. I have no issue against that. But he was in like a couple spaces in calling me trans. Now, no shade to the trans women, but I am telling you, quite literally, I looked the best, and that's the only like pretty privilege got them able to even like say certain things. You think they were calling these burlesque, rough and tough pick-me's? That no. And the pick-me's always was giving the men access. That's what I didn't realize, okay? Another story for another time. I'm jumping all over the place, but I used to feel some type of way until I realized that the pick-me's was low-hanging fruit, and they're very mean. Okay? That narrative that a lot of these men try to, oh, they're nurturing, they're nice. No, they're not actually, and they end up dog walking these men behind the scenes. I'm telling you, a lot of these men end up heartbroken because they don't deal with modern women, they don't deal with baddies, and they be heartbroken that these women are harlots. Every single time it was a woman to attack me, it was a pick-me harlot. They don't think that people know they're whores. That is a Jezebel spirit. That is a Jezebel spirit. I was constantly attacked by those women only. Are y'all getting what I'm saying? So I'm starting to look like the mean girl because I'm like, okay, y'all want to talk about how women dress. Y'all want to talk about how modern a woman is for being in technology. 304, bodies. Now it's easy to think that a cult is going to benefit you. Mind you, saw people sit back, watched it happen to me, watched it happen to several other people. Oh, and they were fine. They were fine with the cult mindset until it turned on them. Now you have all the people that sat back and had really nothing to say, now have all the stuff to say. Oh, cults. They're happening on an individual basis. That's why, like I said, it never comes down to what group somebody's in. It comes down to how much they can stand on their square. It comes down to the person that can speak up and say, hey, you treating this person isn't right. It happens with one individual. Now, this is the way that empath and genuine people can actually change the world. People stop being so scared to speak up on what is wrong. Mind you, I was the first one to speak up. And yes, they treated me like Jesus because of it. But when I look at how much time has passed and I look at where I am physically, spiritually, mentally, the fact I still have motion and all the people that put me down are nowhere, to the point where even if they wanted to come out and say, oh, this is a lie, they got so many people that know the truth, they're gonna act like I'm not even doing this video. You're not gonna see them probably even talk about this. They ignored a lot of the same tactics that once they were done to them, then they wanted to call out cold, oh my God, but they wasn't doing anything when people were in rooms quite literally being jealous. Quite literally, the men wanted me and the women wanted to be me. And before y'all say, oh, Jael, she's so cocky, she's so this. Y'all, I never talked my ish like this. I just let them think whatever. I don't have it in my head that these people did not want me around. And some of you have to stop thinking that because narcissists treated you this way and treated you that way, oh, you're less than. You are that. You know how many people will see you call yourself chosen and say, oh, she feels so good about herself. She feels too good. But they're the main ones that cause you to feel like that. You think the confidence that I have comes from people coming around giving me compliments, coming around telling me how smart I am, telling me anything good? No, my confidence came from people trying to tear me down and me doing the healing work and having to realize who I was. When leaders of groups start isolating members from outside perspectives, questioning something gets labeled as negativity or rebellion. When loyalty is prioritized over integrity, people want to, oh, let this go. Let her be a 304 harlot behind the scenes. Oh, she's my friend. Let this person drag this person. I know they're jealous, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm only going to stand up when it happens to me. And now I want to take a stand. You know what the age of Aquarius is teaching a lot of us? Quite literally, y'all. You can watch something happen to someone else, but then something crazy happens. Something crazy has been happening these last 3 years. Do you know that people are not escaping what they've done to others? They're having to sit with it themselves. So what the age of Aquarius is teaching us is if you're willing to watch somebody do something to another person and not say anything, then it's almost like you not stopping it is just continuing it going. It's continuing around till it gets back to you. A lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand spiritual laws. They think they can go out here, do whatever, be jealous of people openly. I said something about how white men love black women, and I put LMAO. It was literally a joke. Like, I've never dated outside my race. I've never had an issue finding a black man. Like the thing that I have that a lot of these people don't is people from college on here follow me. Like they know who I've actually dated. It's never been anybody white. But you know what's actually so crazy about this, y'all? The main people that were projecting on me, swirler, all had mixed children, and they was dealing with somebody that looked like somebody from the Caucasus Mountains. Like narcissists like to project a lot. Manipulative people like to project a lot onto you. Y'all saw the video that I did of old girl. The alpha men, y'all not dealing with nothing modern, no baddies. Actually, I feel like that would be some of y'all saving grace after looking what's going on behind the scenes, okay? The traditional women be dog walking these women. Again, it's happening on an individual basis. Some people in ADOS that I deal with. There's some people in FBA that I deal with. There's some indigenous people that I deal with. I've always been very big on I'm Black American, but I don't attach myself to the different Black American groups, because to me, as somebody that went to an HBCU and didn't go for it with the bougie and bragocious, I'm gonna keep saying this because y'all all act the same, to where I could have actually, you know, rose in the ranks and probably got something from it. If I didn't do it there, what makes you think I would do it online? We gotta be more realistic, people. Cults form when you abandon self-trust, discernment, accountability, and comfort to belong. Belonging is never that serious to ignore what people are doing around you. And truth be told, you will actually be blessed for being the first person to speak up and call it up. Yes, you will get treated like Jesus, but if a lot of those people knew that things would have ended the way that they did, they would have spoke up just like me. There's people ashamed of themselves that they didn't speak up until certain things happened to them. There's people that understand they're in the karma of what they sat back and watched for other people, but they're, it's cult, oh my God. Some people that sat back and watched what other people did to me, you think they didn't know that they were jealous? Yes. Nobody's gonna ever sit around and even talk about your looks if they don't feel like you're attractive. That's attraction 101. Facts. Some of those men were down low. Some of those men wanted me. Some of those men were down low. Some of the women were harlots. Seeing me get attention, I had to say, wait, sis, like, I'm celibate. If y'all wanna be like me, you gotta understand what I'm on, baby. It's not the age of Pisces. You're not gonna get far manipulating and gaslighting and try to make this look this way and make that look that way. Life and karma is happening based off what is really happening, not the perception of what is happening. Chosen ones. This is important for you to realize, because you think that all these people, these narcissistic manipulative people in these last few years are gonna get away with what they did to you. Baby, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel so y'all can remember who you are. Any energy, good or bad, that people give you, you can use that shit to transmute. And that's why they hate you. They don't hate you because you look good. They don't hate you because you're smart. They don't hate you because you see things a bit beneath the surface. They hate that you have those traits, and they hate that you see them. Narcissists would rather be around a whole bunch of people that they know are putting up fronts but are just like them behind the scenes. They getting down just like these women be getting down just like some of these men. The pick-me-shas. Y'all be moving like harlots, like men. Cults are happening on an individual basis. I stay away from people that act like they just going along to get along. Like they just need to be around people so damn bad that they can ignore morally righteous things, especially when they jealous of a person. Jealousy is honest to God, one of the most easiest traits to spot. And now I stay away from people that act like they don't understand jealousy, because a lot of times those people are jealous too. But yeah, y'all let me know thoughts. Have you seen cults happening on an individual basis? Do you kind of see people that are willing to, you know, completely act like they don't see what's going on with people until it happens to them? Then they're, oh my God, outraged. You know, that can be considered narcissistic. Like, because that's another thing. A lot of people think narcissism is the attractive person. Okay, well, the attractive person a lot of times is already getting attention. So you guys failed there. Usually when you're not attractive and you're dusty, which is why I came to YouTube, because YouTube is the only place that understands narcissism from that level and does not think that narcissists or the narcissist is the attractive person. Every YouTube community calls narcissists dusty. They are dusty people, bro. The way they move, the way they sometimes look, and it's like, that's just the essence of their life. I started to realize for some people, they're only down and out because of how they treat other people. I say all the time, I can't move like you because I want all my blessings. And to be honest, I like a little luxury sometimes. Yes, I need that. I can't move like some of these people because I like things. Okay? Anyway, I thought I was gonna be done with this. All right, like, subscribe, comment. Definitely gonna get more into this. Tell me what you guys think. Have you dealt with a narcissistic cult? Comment below, please.